For the love of MTG, hello everybody, welcome back, glad to see you here. Okay, so we've got another video of another fantastic artist in the Magic Gathering world. And today's artist is none other than Jeff.A.Menges, who definitely reaches back to the far start of Magic the Gathering, especially when you talk about great artworks such as the Bazaar of Baghdad and Moat. So, I mean, there's only two of some great pieces of artwork out there now. So if you know about Magic the Gathering, you may know a few more of his cards, as well as how expensive some of them are. But if you don't know much about the Magic the Gathering, the artwork, Jeff has made some absolutely fantastic pieces of work. Like I said, I'll be talking a bit more about Jeff when we look at the cards. Now, I have had a suggestion from somebody that did say, you know, would I put the pictures up on the video using Scryfall, I think it was. And now I am going to have a look into this, but I do actually like putting the camera onto the cards themselves and going through them and talking about certain elements. To me, it makes it a little bit more real, but I'm obviously not ruling everything out. I'm still waiting to get a new lamp, something that I can shine onto the cards. Hopefully can bring out a new light. We'll see how that goes. If not, then I'll definitely look into it as well. So if you guys are liking what I'm doing here, please give me a like and a subscribe. And it just helps. Other than that, that's absolutely fantastic. And thanks for watching the video. And right, let's have a look at this card. Hey everybody, okay, so this is one of the cards that we're going to go through today by the illustrator Jeff.A.Menges. This one's Black Knight, and this was recommended by a friend, so I definitely had to get this for the collection. So Jeff.A.Menges is one of the original 25 artists for Magic the Gathering. He was active from Alpha all the way to Time Spiral expansion. A lot of notable cards for Jeff is well known obviously by people that play Magic Gathering and have been playing a while. A lot of cards he brought out was like the Bazaar of Baghdad, Kajel Outpost, Swords to Plowshare, Citadel Druid, and Moat. If you don't know these or you're new to Magic the Gathering, have a look at these cards. Some of the artworks are absolutely fantastic. They are very expensive, some of them. Sadly, it's something I can't afford, but they are really good artworks and a really good piece of history from very early Magic the Gathering. So Jeff himself, he worked as an art director, an editor and a biographer, and as well as illustrating cards, he's written over 20 titles for himself. So he's been a very busy man over his career. His earliest work was in the role-playing games. He was part of D&D basically, and he illustrated for the magazine Dragon, which was part of D&D. And then he went on to Magic the Gathering, but what he actually saw, this was a bit of a stepping stone back in the day, before Magic the Gathering got obviously very popular. So this is a bit of a stepping stone to get towards illustrating book covers, which is really cool. Obviously, he loved drawing winterscapes. You'll see in a lot of his pictures, he's got like snow, or it's a winter scenery. He did say that he does enjoy these. You'll see these more in the Ice Age and Alliances expansions more than anything. This is apparently the reason why he ended up moving to Vermont, is for inspiration through the winter for some of his work. And he imagines what he reads for inspiration, so he does read a lot of books, and that keeps the juices flowing. So he says. So he must have one hell of an imagination, which is great. So back to the cards. So this one is Black Knight. Like I said, this is one a friend suggested. It's not an expensive card. I think online it's about $1.28, so it's around just over £1. It's had 20 printings, which is a really good card. And this one's all the way from like Alpha to Magic 11, so it's had quite a few good printings. So Jeff himself did about 55 cards for Magic the Gathering, which is quite cool actually. It's a good amount of cards. So this one is a Black Knight. It summons a knight. It's 2 black mana, simple as that. It's a 2/2, but even better, it's got protection from white and it's got first strike. So it's actually quite a good card. Battle doesn't need a purpose. The battle is its own purpose. You don't ask why a plague spreads or a field burns. Don't ask why I fight. So definitely the knight, you know, a very proud, very good warrior. And as he stood there, I'm not really sure where he is. He seems to be like in the middle of, it could be a path. But you've got the castle in the background, and you seem to have the forest on the right, so he's kind of just on the edge of the forest, whether he's heading back home or whether he's getting ready to go out. So it is noted in an interview with Jeff that he's very good with his greys. Basically, I know it might look like that horse is a bit brown from this light, but he's not. It's definitely more of a darker grey, going into your black. But the details he brings out within colours is really good. Like the shield itself, obviously that stands out a bit more. It's a bit of an off-white with what looks like more of a demon icon in the middle. But no, just a really cool card. So thanks to my friend that suggested this. I may have to make some sort of... I have got a few knights, so I'm not sure if I've got enough to put a deck together for Commander. But it's definitely a cool card and worth having in the collection, especially for the artwork. This is the card that I actually chose, and it's Dwarf Catapult. It's X colourless mana and 1 red mana. It's an instant. And it says Dwarf Catapult does X damage divided evenly among all of opponent's creatures rounded down. Just really cool piece of artwork in this. I mean, you've got obviously the catapult with the dwarves there, but you've got the castle in the background and the long path all the way down. All I can tell is I think they stood on the path, so obviously it's kind of a path made from broken stones put together. The catapult itself is really good. It's got so much detail that they've put into there. It's really intricate. You know, like realistic, especially within like making the wheels for the catapult. Obviously, not all the pieces of wood are going to be from the same tree or the same type of tree. So obviously, it's all mixed up. But it's really just really put some good details in this catapult. I just love it. Only thing I can't decide is that I don't know whether they're actually just getting ready to fire or they're moving. Like one of them, the guy on the right's kind of pointing, and the other two are kind of either saying like, "Oh, bring it down," or something like that. So I'm not really sure there, but I think it's just a cool piece of artwork. And if there's a place to put this in your Dwarven deck, I am actually planning to put a Dwarf deck together. It's definitely a cool card to have in there. Okay, another well-known card is Bog Wraith. Another good example here, like I was saying, you've got the snow on the ground, you've got that sunlight coming through that gap in that wall. The wall itself's got loads of detail. You've got the Wraith, and he's not just wearing like a black cloak. You know, it's a grey cloak with the whites and blacks, the greys, all mixed in, so you can see like detail. Looks like it's dragged at the bottom, and all that intricate detail is really good. Another good card, like 3 colourless mana and 1 black mana for a 3/3 Wraith. I've not really got many Wraith, and it's got Swamp Walk as well. So, if you can find somewhere for this, another cheap, great card to have just in the collection, just to have a look at. It's a nice piece of artwork there. This is an iconic, it's great. Grizzly Bears. I've just put this in a nature commander deck that I put together. It's 1 colourless mana and a green. It's 2/2, and it just summons bears. If it had another mechanic, it'd probably be really cool. It's not, sadly. It's just a bear. Don't try to outrun one of Dominier's grizzlies. It'll catch you, knock you down, and eat you. Simple as that. Of course, you could run up a tree. In that case, you'll get a nice view before it knocks the tree down and eats you. Just a bit of a joke there, quite good. And it's quite funny, and it's a really nice piece of illustration there. Just a grizzly bear waiting for a fish. Oh, sorry, no, he's got a fish, sorry. Probably a salmon. Just really cool card. Last but not least, one of the first cards I got, actually, it was Battering Ram. Once again, it says what it says on the tin. It's a Battering Ram. They're trying to batter the door down. You've got the archers at the top firing the arrows down, and there's a little party. If you look at the back, it looks like it's got some kind of like pike or something like that, ready to go once they bust the door down and trying to get into that castle. It's cool. It's 2 colourless mana, banding when attacking at the end of combat, destroy all walls blocking Battering Ram. So it's a 1/1. Not sure if this is a card I would use, but it's just really cool. It looks really good in the collection with the artwork. Maybe I might find at some point some use of this, but other than that, that's about it. I just want to show you a couple of cards by Jeff.A.Menges. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, so there you go. There's some of the cards by Jeff.A.Menges. I hope you enjoyed them. Sadly, I can't own the rest of the cards as they are very expensive. and it's not in my budget, but other than that, you can still afford some great cards by him if you do have a look out there. If you also get a minute, please do go online and see if you can see his own personal website. He's got some fantastic stuff on there, and he's also got some artwork that you can purchase if you want to. But other than that, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next video. So take care.